I believe we got the Hot Rods coming up for their feature tonight. That'll be a 30-lapper tonight. And then it'll be the Prolates and finally the OSCAAR Modifieds. The Modifieds for a 40-lap feature tonight. Hot Rods brought to you by Shouldice Designer Stone on Inside Track Night. And a big thanks on behalf of all of the Hot Rod fans to Knightworks Design. Knightworks, the sponsor of this series this year all over the province. And I hope you had a chance to go down and check out the folks from Knightworks in the souvenir booth area tonight. They had some great deals on. I assume they're still down there. They've got a rack of 2 shirts for $30. They've got hoodies on sale down there for $40. Some nice collectibles for OSCAAR fans. And earns himself a pole tonight. The 86, that is Nick Clark out of Teeswater. And he's going to take the Hot Rods to the green flag tonight. But a tough customer on the outside. We saw Rob Bromley in the 6 car have a good night tonight. So he's earned a front row start as well on the outside of that 86 car. 47, Steve Book. And the 2, your current points leader, that is Tyler Hawn. So that is a very stout front of this field. The 0 of Bill Clark next in line. And then the 88, that is Jeremy McLean. Going back through this field, the 13 of Ryan Cowan, and the 43, that's Ed Patterson. The 01, Travis Farrow. The 26M of Dave McMahon. In the 73, I think that one is. That would be Jordan Morris. Nope, make that the 78 of Dave Rockwood. The 58X of Jeremy Taggart, and the 99 of Jamie Adams. And there's the 73. That is Jordan Morris. And the 06 of Kyle Wood. 71 of Doug Wilson. And the 48. That's Matt Hopkins driving the 48 tonight for Connor Ellis. I think they got a couple of cars out of position, so they're just on the one-way radio up here in the tower communicating with the drivers right now. So the drivers have one-way radios. They can't say anything back to you, but you can tell them what you need to do up here in the tower. And they're also getting some points from the OSCAAR officials up on the tower as well to get everybody in line. One of the coolest divisions to develop in the province over the last 5, 6, 7 years. The OSCAAR Hot Rods. Cool to see some of these old bodies come back to life. For all intents and purposes, super stock, limited late models underneath that body. But nevertheless, cool to see those cars come to life again. And we're going to get the double up. So here comes the field. A lot of people often wonder about it. The pace truck is traveling somewhere in the neighborhood of about 30 to 40 miles an hour. Depending on the division, depending who they're pacing. I get the chance to drive a combined 4 pretty much every night, and trust me, it's a lot faster than you think when you're pacing at that speed. Front row, Nick Clark inside, Bromley outside, and then the rest of the hot rod field. Knightworks Design, OSCAAR Hot Rod Action Time. The feature tonight brought to you by Shouldice Designer Stone. It is feature time. 30 laps to go tonight. So get into single file and get some heat in those tires. Get comfortable with the car you've got. It's going to change. The car you start the feature with will not be the same as the car you finish the feature with. Temperatures and tires are going to change your car. Lots of things are going to happen in a race that are going to make it different. Right now, Bromley gets an early move on the inside of Nick Clark. A little bit of contact in the middle of 1 and 2. And Clark now has to give room to the inside line. Didn't have much of a choice there. He'll fall back and get in line at 4th spot. And now he's going to try and see if he can get a little bit of a move on the inside. Meanwhile, a couple of packs developing behind the leaders. The 43 of Peterson leading one of those packs out of turn 2. And the 58X leading that other pack, that being Jeremy Taggart. Now battle for the lead. Here comes Hawn. Hawn has been a super strong car, not just tonight, but all year. He is current points leader. So Hawn goes to the front now. Bromley falls to second, Book third. Then Clark fourth, and then it's back about 10 car lengths to the 43 of Peterson, McMahon, and the rest of this field as they come by. The 78 of Rockwood, the 01 of Farrow. What a great field we've got here tonight of hot rods. Coming up on 1/3 of this feature. Next time by, Tyler Hawn will take him to the start-finish line, and we'll have 10 in, 20 to go. As everybody's kind of settled into a position here now. A couple of side-by-side battles for position out there. One of them coming by the start-finish line right now. That is McLean in the 88 and the 73 of Morris. As they're side-by-side going down the backstretch, that's a fight for position. And coming by the start-finish line, also a fight for position, Peterson and the 26 of McMahon. And now, a battle for second out of turn 4. Bromley and the 47 of Book. Now, they just look like they're kind of comfortable running together right now. 0 of Clark. I think he's got a tire maybe going down. That car is acting kind of funny. It might be a tire going down. We'll keep an eye on that 0 car as the leaders go by. Hawn now dealing with lap traffic. He'll go to the outside. They all stay to the inside. That's the way it's supposed to work. And now here comes Book in 47 on the inside of Bromley, but they're going to have to go 3 wide. That's not going to work. Bromley gets them to get back in line and takes the second spot back. As the leader takes him down the backstretch halfway. We're 15 down, 15 to go in the 30-lap feature tonight for the hot rods. Tyler Hawn by the start-finish line. Lap traffic gets out of the way. There's Bromley and Book. And Clark is back about 5 or 6 car lengths from that fight as he's now starting to deal with some traffic. And his traffic is a little more to deal with as Wilson is trying to get around the 99 of Adams, and that's making it difficult for the 86 of Nick Clark to get by. So far, though, not much trouble for the 2 of Tyler Hawn. As they go 3 wide at the start-finish line, Nick Clark still has not been able to get by this traffic. And that's not a good thing. They're still not in line in front of him, so he's got no place to go. Tyler Hawn, number 2, comes out of turn 4. This will be 20 laps down. It's 10 to go. Tyler Hawn, the leader for points in this division so far in Ontario. And he looks to stretch that lead out a little bit more. It's Hawn, 6 of Bromley, 47 of Book, 86 of Nick Clark, 26 of Dave McMahon. They are your top 5. Oh, we got problems down the backstretch. Jamie Adams got all sideways, and another car literally drove over top of her car. That's going to bring out the caution. I can't tell if that's the 73 or the 78. It's the 78 of Rockwood. Coming out of turn 2, the 99 of Jamie Adams got a little squirrely coming out of turn 2. 78 of Rockwood was coming full speed out of turn 2 and literally drove over that car. The right front tire caught the trunk. He drove up and over the driver's compartment, down and over the front of the car. And there's got to be a lot of damage underneath the sheet metal for that 99 car. Not a surprise, they're going to have to put that one on the hook. All right, cleanup is done. 21 on the score clock. We got 9 laps to go. Basically, the length of a qualifier is what's left in this one. Can Hawn hold on to this? Bromley now is right there. And here we go with the restart. Here we go. The battles now start to heat up. Hawn takes the lead again. Bromley in second. Book third. Clark is dumped in the middle of 3 and 4. Nick Clark is going to go to the back of this one. A couple of cars involved in that as somebody got up and into his door. I can't see the numbers on the car. Is it the 01? That might be involved in that. The 01 of Faro, maybe? I can't tell. The damage on the front end of that car. Dave McMahon has got, well, that's modified, to say the very least. That's sheet metal and other things that are pushed right back onto the top of that motor. He'll have to head to the pits. He'll need to be super careful with that car. You don't want to make any contact with anybody or you're going to take the motor right out of that car. And that is a lot more expensive than a bit of sheet metal. 8 laps to go in the feature tonight. Green flag about to fly. We're back underway. Couple of cars get together coming out of turn 2. That could have been disaster. Oh, we talked about the puddle. There it is. And is that Tyler? No, I was going to say, is that Travis Farrow? It's not. I can't tell who went into the puddle, but they're going to have a tough time getting out of there. It's the 88 of Jeremy McLean. There's a bumper dragging off the 73. They're going to have to head back to the pits to get that pulled off. The 88 of McLean might be stuck in the mud back there. Same four cars that have been kind of battling up near the front seem to have made their way back up to the front again. Hawn, Bromley, Book, and Clark. And now Travis Farrow has moved up and into a top 5 position. And the 48 of Matt Hopkins running the number of Connor Ellis tonight to keep him in the points. But we're into single file, and that's going to mean, something wrong with Nick Clark. Not sure what happened, but in the middle of 3 and 4, that car maybe misfired. He just didn't get up to speed coming out of the corner at all and falls back a couple of spots. Tyler Hawn, meanwhile, this time by, it's 3 laps to go for the car that has been the class of the field this year and tonight as well. It's Hawn, Bromley, Book. Now Farrow up to 4th. And the 86 of Nick Clark trying to hold on to a top 5. 2 laps to go. And it's 1 lap to go. And it doesn't look any different. A little bit of a battle maybe for 5th spot. Nick Clark and the Hopkins car, the 48 on the inside. But all hail Tyler Hawn tonight. Double checkered flags and a feature win. All night long, the story of the hot rod division, and for that matter, most of this year has been this 2 car of Tyler Hawn as the little engine that could does. It just keeps on rolling. There he is. He's out of the car, and he can hear you now. Give him a nice round of applause. Tyler Hawn, that number 2 car, just about unbeatable tonight. Hot Rod feature tonight brought to you by Schuldice Designer Stone. The top 3 out of their cars congratulating each other. It's the 2 of Tyler Hawn. His points lead stretches out a little bit tonight. The 6 of Bromley and the 47 of Steve Book as everybody congratulates each other. A nice 30 laps for them tonight. The Pro Late Models tonight going to do a 25-lap feature, and then we'll finish her off tonight with the Modifieds for a 40-lap. And once again, how about a nice round of applause for the Knightworks Design Hot Rods from OSCAAR, a special appearance for them tonight here at Sauble Speedway. Keep in mind, if they are going to put on a show at a racetrack near you, go and check them out. They're always exciting, always great to see